This ought to have been rather easier for Chelsea. Against a Crystal Palace team with nothing to play for, neither Europe nor Premier League survival, they surged into a 2-goal lead. At that point, the notion this derby would become nervy for Frank Lampard and his players felt outlandish. They were fluent on the ball and, in the quicksilver Christian Pulisic, who scored the second with a thunderous hit, they can boast one of the division's informed players. But the problem for Chelsea is that they must play both ways and, when they are defending, they can look altogether less secure. When Wilfried Zaha unleashed a firecracker then sizzled through Kepa Arrizabalaga, the under-pressure Chelsea goalkeeper, it was the prompt for a contest to break out, one that Lampard's team would ultimately edge but only after dicing with disaster. Tammy Abraham, on as a substitute, had made it 3-1 with his first goal since the 11th of January only for Christian Benteke to respond immediately for Palace. Chelsea had the chances for 4-2, most notably through Abraham, who scuffed a shot when gloriously placed. But Chelsea were in no mood to make life easy for themselves, they appeared addicted to jeopardy and, during 5 minutes of stoppage time, they almost paid the price. To Lampard's frustration, Abraham lost the ball cheaply and, following a Zaha cross, Dann thought he had scored with a towering header. Arrizabalaga, though, got his fingertips to the ball to brush it against the inside of the post and away. There was still time for Palace to threaten again through Benteke only for Kurt Zouma to jump into a saving challenge. The full-time whistle brought elation and relief in equal measure for Lampard. His team remain in the driving seat for a Champions League finish. Kepa should be boosted by that late save, he saved us 2 points, Lampard said. And it was really important for Tammy to score. He is desperate for goals. Chelsea's opener had been fortuitous. When Reece James played a pass forward, the Palace centre-half Gary Cahill was the favourite to get to it ahead of Willian. Then he was not. Cahill felt a stab of pain in his hamstring and slipped down in agony, unable even to watch as Willian streaked away to cut back for Olivier Giroud to finish. Should Willian have kicked the ball out? No. For all he knew, Cahill might only have slipped, and how silly would he have looked then? Willian was in full flight and it took only a couple of seconds for him to centre for the goal. In that kind of moment, players are simply not wired to stop. Zouma blew a free header from a corner, a glaring miss, before Chelsea took charge, Willian combining with Giroud to play in Pulisic. The American darted outside Joel Ward and unloaded a vicious shot high into the near corner. With the influential Willian forcing Vicente Guaita into a low save, it was difficult to see a way back for Palace, and yet the home team found one.